You may have delayed my plans this time, but you won't be around the next time. Oh, fuck!
Well, you're a bitch! You're a bitch! You're a bitch! Bitch! Thanks, North Korea, you've been horrible! Fuck off!
Hello everyone, Mega Matman here, and well, this is interesting. Another video on Jacktropolis. In this video, we'll be discussing the aftermath. What happened? I upload part 1 for my exposing video on Jack, as well as including evidence that I forgot to include in part 1. These events will also be sorted in chronological order to avoid confusion. So, here we go. After Jack saw the video, oh boy, he's not happy about it. He thinks that it's a good idea to give me a copyright strike for abuse by using that MP3 file without his consent. Hold on. Without his consent. Are you sure about that, Jack? Because I'm pretty sure that wasn't what you said.
I am okay with you guys recording this.
Ah, so you do have your consent. Oh, Jack, you have no idea what you just said. So it is legal to upload that exposing video with your permission. According to the YouTube community guidelines, it says that misused claims that are false may result in a suspension of your account or other legal consequences. You were saying? Moving on. The user T of Kara Flying Scott releases a video called This YouTuber is even more obsessed with TCS than I am, which, if you can tell from the thumbnail, is a disgusting video about Jacktropolis, obviously, basically summarizing the points I made in part 1 while simultaneously adding in a reaction from Jack and giving his own opinion on him. This point is made even more clear if you check the like/dislike ratio on his video. As you can see, there's only one dislike. I wonder who that could be. Anyways, let's go over to the evidence I missed. After the events that happened with the Discord call with Ryan and the others, Jack is still not admitting the truth that he does and tells people to stop hacking his Discord servers and screen snap his posts. As Review Tech was telling Boogie,
don't put a spotlight on it. Don't make it a spectacle. Don't make it, because all you're doing is giving the haters, the people that can't stand you, more reasons to go after you. That's the shit that gets you in trouble. Stop talking about it.
Once you put something on the internet, it's there forever, and you can't control where it goes. Shout out to Big Surprise, by the way. And now we have some spicy evidence on Jack. Okay, so this video is going to be unscripted, so I'm gonna try my best to explain this entire thing as much as possible. If I made a mistake or slip out once or twice, then I do apologize for that. But I just want to get this over with so I can not have to do this anymore. So this user in the name of LtBlaze made a Google Docs forum that talks about Jacktropolis, and as you can see right now, well, I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I'm just going to explain it as much as details as possible. So if you guys have Like, if you guys want to see this post, it's on Google Docs, or Google Drive, I meant. Sorry. And yeah, let's continue on. So, top, you know what the basics are, so I'm just gonna skip over that. Okay, so this is what he said on his DM. So this is Jack and this is Lori. Pretty much what it is like it's all these sexual role plays that he has, and if you guys want to see I actually do have a full DMs of Jack and Queen, Lori, but everything about I'm not gonna show the whole entire thing because there's a lot of crazy stuff and there's a lot. So if you guys want to see the entire thing, knock yourselves out. I'll put it's also on Google Drive as well. I'll just give you a heads up. So yeah, so that's all the DMs, and yeah, it's disgusting. And yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna read this thing. So disgusting, right? Now, before I go anywhere about this, keep in mind that these kinds of roleplays I don't give a shit about. Because sure, I heard most of you said that this is disgusting, but the only thing I don't like for this drama situation is the bad behavior, like that is non-sexual themed. So like take Brian Jackson for example. He doesn't want to take criticism, and I have no respect for it. So that's basically what it is for my expense. So alright, let's continue this. So, keep in mind that both of them were dating someone. Well, I actually do, you were right about that one. But, Jack, I don't know if you guys know this recently, but Jack and Lori were together in the past. I think it was, but yeah, they've been around for quite some time until they broke up. And I think they've been around since August and May. If I'm wrong on it, then that's my fault. But yeah, that's all you need to know. After the word broke out, with thanks to 7 Deadly Boomers, which he's the one who made the Loot House endeavors, Jack was invited to a voice call, and you know the other people like Ryan, Blazin, and many others. Now this is where the shit of a fan. Ryan had yelled at Jack, and Jack was crying, saying that he was a scumbag over and over again, and not to mention that he also said sorry thousands of times.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't take your advice, and I'm sorry.
Like, take Canadian Spartan, for example. He is... I'm not saying that he's the worst apologizer, but I think it's really bad. But I'm not citing which one I'm going to just because everybody has an opinions about it. But all I can ever say that some people are not good at apologizing. If you're really sorry at something, then accept the criticism and work on it and move on. That's all. Anyways, let's move on to this. So, yeah, basically trying to get people to feel bad for him. And you might be thinking, didn't you give Jack another chance? Yes. Yes. You know, the way I kind of feel bad now because, you know, Blaze is actually trying to help Jack for his actions because I don't know. I can't think at this moment though that this is actually a thing. Yes, because it's relationship drama is personal. I can get it to where it's going because remember that Cub Scouts and that other girl, they broke up with each other. He doesn't want to talk about it, and I can see why that's going. And since I felt he shouldn't suffer like that much. It was also due to the fact that we had a common Emily who is known as the Canadian guy. Yep. But that story is for another day. An exposure video was recently myself, Megan Mattman in that video. Matt included a 25-minute recording Jack having a meltdown. Jack had told me that he was going to copyright strike the video. I'm gonna talk about that in the next segment, but yeah, the video, since he voiced without his consent. So being the ignorant idiot I was okay with him doing that. Later, he had actually listened to the recording, and in it, Jack had said, "I have no problem with you guys recording this." I think that should be a meme. Okay, I'm taking this out of context, but yeah. So like this?
I am okay with you guys recording this.
No. Alright. So that means that he lied to my face. I kind of felt bad for him for this because the way he actually, like, set that to his DMs as well, I kind of felt bad for him now. Despite that he actually did make a video about me that that what I did is wrong and calling me a hypocrite. I'm not going to get in details about that, but okay. So yeah, he won't get his trust to use me. This is why he's a liar. Again, he's playing the victim, so there you have it. So he's not done yet. Another thing he did was witch hunting against Matt. And not to mention that he also said that I live in Pennsylvania in the state. Now, just because that you said that I live in PA and you said it was illegal, that does not mean that I live in the state. And I don't know why he even brought that up to begin with, so who knows. I get that he didn't like him, but witch hunting isn't going to make him look any better. LtBlaze, I'm going to give you a golden medal for saying that, but we'll talk about that later on. He also tried to let himself off the hook by saying that hearting a comment isn't supporting witch hunting. I mean, pretty much that when you give, like, hearting a comment when it comes to YouTube itself, it was there just because someone made like a funny joke, and for me, I put hearts on comments to almost everyone who actually, because that's how they make my fans happy about it. They have that feature so that way I can heart the comments over there. But I think that supporting a person who is about to, like, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. I mean, I think it's a little weird if I actually pull it out, but I don't know. But he also, let's see what else he said. And by saying by boycotting, it's just avoiding and not witch hunting. But yeah, telling you viewers to boycott my channel is witch hunting. Yes, that is correct, because that's like that's like Brian Jackson when he uses his fan page to attack other people by not taking criticism, which I think it was really immature for that. But yeah, so this is what he said. So a withdrawal from commercial or social relations with a country, organization, or person as a punishment or protest. Kind of like when right before our Martin Luther King showed up, because way back then everybody is treating them in a different way of their race. So I don't know. That's just my example right here. No, it isn't. It's simply telling them to avoid the channel. Why not do that? Why not do that, Jack? Also, if I really supported witch hunting, I would give him the @user's Matthew's channel link, yet I didn't. I have no words for that. Alright, so this is something that is very interesting. Yes, obviously Jack did not shut the hell up of Tech Canadian Spartan and keeps trying to say that TCS is trying to break up, take Rudy from him. I mean, I guess I know where this is going, because I heard recently that TCS is trying to force Rudy and Jack to break each other apart, which I think it's kind of dumb, considering that you can't you can't just like break each other apart just because another person is bad. That's just not how relationships work. I mean, like I said, I'm not into like relationship stuff, but behavior courts counts. But that's just my example right here. He keeps harassing and witch hunting him, and obviously LtBlaze doesn't like TCS as much as Jack. And he didn't waste he doesn't even give a shit about witch hunting and acknowledges its existence. Because what else are you doing? For example, he made a poster about defending Rudy, which that poster right here, yeah, right here. That's actually from the thumbnail I actually used, which is kind of a little bit of a thing that I actually got into. But yeah, this also made Rudy very uncomfortable, and yes, it is not her decision to make Rudy stop being friends with TCS. I mean, now look, Rudy has autism, right? She doesn't want to make a choose which one does she go for. Okay, so if she's going for her best friend or his boyfriend, but this is like something that between like going off to like Americans versus Canadians, kind of like mashing together as a big war. But same as if anyone's decision to break up with Jack. Yeah, Jack did not listen to Rudy what he has to say. Well, Rudy, I hope you're watching this, because this is just too much. Anyways, he then said that he is no longer acknowledging TCS on Twitter, yet he still calls him Tech Cock Spartan. I have a question, and let me know in the comments if I'm correct, but the word cock, isn't that a little racist to Canadians? If that's so, then let me know in the comments, because I don't even know what it's like to be in Canada and what Canadians are, so so this is what he said recently, January 17th. I am here to say that I am hereby cutting all drama between me and TCS. The backlash of the Splatoon cryptid is too strong and is digging a deeper hole for my relationship with Rudy. I will no longer acknowledge TCS' existence on any of my social media. Thank you. So if you don't want to acknowledge it, then don't say it at all. Why are you gonna be posting that stuff up? Anyways, moving on. Another thing, he tried to go Rudy. Yeah. Okay. So this is what he said. This should make you feel better, honey. I have announced my withdrawals from the drama I bought with TCS, and I'm going into hiding. I feel bad as I now being downfalled by the entire community. Do you really want to break up with me? Oh. Jack, you're 18 years old. Grow up. Anyways, moving on to this. So this is very interesting. I have never acknowledged this the first time I saw this post. Jack has been feathering with a user named Kyron. Now, if I remember correctly, I think he's one of the anti-Inklings, if I recall that. I don't know. But he claims that Kyron has hacked his account. So yeah, so LtBlaze is getting suspicious about what he said Kyron was in his account again throughout his VPN. He had said that it was actually about when I asked him convincing how his VPN just happened to be off at the time. When he asked him about showed Kyron in his screens, he said was too fragile and innocent. As you can see right here. Okay, I am not accusing anyone. I'm just wondering, what if Rudy had sent those messages to Kyron? I'm not accusing anyone at all. I'm just guessing. Please don't think that I'm accusing her. No. I understand. I highly doubt that because Rudy had said time by time again that she hates Kyron for what he has done to me, and frankly she wouldn't even know what to do with him. I'm not paying her like she's dumb. Really? I'm just saying that she's too fragile and innocent to collab with him. I don't think she even knows how to take screenshots. He said screen caps, screenshots. I have nothing to say. Yes, it is horrible. Jack, oh my god. You don't know what the heck you're saying, so why are you saying this to... I mean, that is a horrible thing to say. I'm sorry. But he is basically trying to paint her as a specific little snowflake. Kind of like using that as a shield. It's like when Jack is playing Pokemon Sword, and then the next thing you know, Rudy is the Ditto. So basically Jack has a sword. He takes like the Zacian sword and takes it for himself, and Rudy is transformed into a shield, and then he's pretty much protecting the hatred against him, and then Rudy's trying to block him for it. Sorry if I actually make this ridiculous thing, but yes. Yeah, also, yes, I did trust him at that time. I'm stupid. LtBlaze, I can understand that I know you don't like me the way that I did something bad, but you made a mistake, alright? And I'm not even gonna tell you to remove the video, but since you act a little bit innocent, I'll let you go from there. So, as saying she doesn't know how to take screenshots is stupid. How the hell does he know? I mean, I know that some people actually, they don't even know how to take screenshots, but because some people have like older phones and don't have enough money for it, and they can't do it on the go. So I don't know. Now back into the current situation. He's so paranoid of him. So Jack is pretty much like paranoid for Kyron. I don't even know what the full story is of that, but I don't know. Joseph the Stupid Hedgehog was Kyron, just because he had a Sonic profile pic. Okay, let's hear you guys something out. So, Joseph the Stupid Hedgehog is one of LtBlaze's friends. throughout Discord, you can actually, I don't know if you actually can do that, but there is a way to save a profile pic and put it on, you can actually put that on the Discord ID and changing your name on it. So, I don't know what to say either. Yeah, I said that Joseph the Stupid Hedgehog looks suspicious the most. Who would come in with a shadow profile pic in the group chat where it's about a Splat Source community? I think that might be Kyron, alright. Yep, Joseph the Stupid Hedgehog is Kyron, alright. Get him out of here! I'm sorry. Just because someone has a profile pic that stands out, that doesn't mean they are Kyron. Yes, and I'll tell you something. Every Discord badge has everybody has a different ID, right? If you check on your Discord and over onto your profile and settings, you can see that there's 4 digits and the number symbol included. And Jack, if you actually check Kyron's profile and look at their ID and look at Joseph's, I'm pretty sure you could find a different one. That's just stupid. That you are not even bothered checking the ID, but yet you just ban him because they think they're Kyron. Well, they're not. So, in conclusion, LT's Blaze suspicions are correct. Kyron did not hack Jack. Kyron had just gotten the chat logs from someone who did. So that means Jack accusing the wrong person and made everyone afraid of Kyron. I'm not the one who's hacking him. The only thing I can do is make bots. Some other guy is doing it. I was just getting chat logs off the guy. So he tried to make it think like you were hacking him so everyone would be afraid of you. I have nothing to say about this. Let's just not do that. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the doc. It truly shows that Jack will not change, and he always seems to do shit that gets him in trouble. I had faith in him, I really did, but after he stabbed me in the back, that's the last straw. Good day. Yeah, his apology didn't mean jack shit. Now, with that out of the way, I've also have a couple more evidence recently and a special interview with a special guest for last. Scott, not Flying Scott, this Scott. He's the guy who is the owner of Jack's wiki page. He wanted me to show what I have so far. You know, the way I look from it, Jack only wanted his reputation back. Just recently, I made my exposing video on Jack public again, and what do you know? He abuses the copyright system twice, as you can tell in his post. It really goes to show that he really wanted his reputation back. The next thing I'll be talking about will be my 100% opinion on this statement. Jack, yeah, I know you're watching this. You understand that we are fully aware of what you did is unforgivable. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Saying anything that on social media is going to give haters, trolls, or anyone who is against you have their consent to go after you. I actually made a mistake once. A couple of people have called me out for doing something that the others have their opinions on. Sure, there are times in real life that we have to accept things of what's coming to us. Take the Loot House, for example. Ghost of Time 1 apologizes for making that server. Some people said, "You're so disgusting," or "I can't forgive you for that." There are going to be people who loves to go to someone else's closets and look for their weaknesses and share that information around the world. Once that happens, it's never going away, just like my previous exposure video on you. We have lots of ways to re-upload that video again. Those things that I mentioned proves my point are you're just a cowardly bitch that I wanted my reputation back. Because, look, it's not going to work. If you want your reputation back, then don't even bring it up, because it's going to give people the advantage and their rights to go after you. And now, we have an interview with a special guest. Enjoy it while you can. I just wanna... Hey, you must be Alex, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't know if you're aware of watching my recent video recently, and...
Yeah, I just watched it.
Alright.
And it was pretty good. It was pretty good, dude.
Thanks. So I don't know if you're aware of watching the
Yeah, I am aware.
No, about the ERPs and how the reaction is of Lori.
Oh, yeah.
Did you saw that yet as well?
I've seen it all.
All right. So I got some questions that I was going to ask you. Is that okay with you then?
Sure.
All right. So here's the first question. So when did you and Jack first met on Steam?
Well, I think it was after the event, after I met Brian Jackson. I know he's now gone. No, it was after the events of Wet Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Since I met Jack on Discord first, and then I started talking to him on Steam. And it was a rough start at first.
So next question. When you're aware that Jack is dating Lori?
I've been aware since day one after I noticed when she started talking to him. And they used to date, since Lori is my little sister. Since it's my job to look out for her. Ever since their breakup, she's been trying to get back together with him. Despite I still support Rudy and my sister, I ain't taking sides on this one. Since I'm staying neutral.
Alright. So, question 3. What are your thoughts of the breakup and Jack now being with Rudy?
I mean, sure, Jack is dating Rudy. Well, since he just wants to be friends with Lori since during their breakup. Since I don't know most of what's going on. I've gotten aware from the video. Since first met ever since Wet Ralph. Ever since during the summer of last year, they broke up and she wants to get back together with him. I ain't gonna fly, since she can't use Discord anymore. As in, my sister can't use Discord.
I see. So, another one I should mention is that, overall, what is your reaction from all the evidence that I was shown on the video?
I mean, I was surprised and a little curious of what's going on, but mainly shocked and surprised since of this whole situation. I mean, with Jack ranting about Sunny, really was way too insane. I mean, shouldn't expose someone for their flaws. I mean, everyone has their flaws. Like for me having autism.
I just... Now,
No.
Yeah,
I think
as
we should
Blazin
wrap
just
this
said,
up.
let's wrap this up. Everybody in this
You know how I
VC
should? No. You should have. You know, I.
You know how we're gonna wrap this up? We're gonna go out with a
No.
bang.
How we're gonna
one
wrap
more
this
time.
up? Everybody in the VC will leave the server
No,
right now.
shush. No, not leave the VC. I think we should do a better idea.
Yeah, let's have a bit of fun.
Just no, not a bit of fun. Just more of this. Right. So what Ryan has been saying is probably bullshit. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but still, I've been saying, what are you gonna do for your action? How are you gonna apologize? Exactly. How are you gonna apologize? I don't care about what Ryan thinks. He's probably saying that to get like some clout or bullshit, whatever he's saying. But still, how are you gonna apologize? I know you go on saying sorry isn't enough, but in your how you can think, how are you gonna apologize? Just say it.
I can't apologize with a public announcement or just saying it simply in a voice chat or a text channel. That's not fucking enough for the shit.
Well, yeah, exactly
So
that.
what do you think I should do? Just tell me what you think I should do, and I'll fucking do it.
Well, one, I think you should just leave this community entirely. This community has a bunch of bad influences. You can tell with TCS and all the other shit. They're arrogant to the point of like fucking. They're so retarded. And B, you should focus on your own life stuff. I know you've like history and stuff like that, so you should focus on that. Do stuff that you're more happy with. Don't self-indulge in things like sexual desires and stuff like that, because that won't help you at all. Look at where this got you when you indulge yourself in sexual desires.
I know.
So you should take a night off. Just think about it. Think about like just retiring from this community at all. Just focus on your personal goals and ambitions, like history. Do you want to become a historian?
Want to become a history teacher?
Yeah, then you should do that. Do that for your ambitions. Don't like do this shit because that's. Right, what's using that? But still, carry on your ambitions because that'll be more help. It's okay. I'm fucking muting that guy.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's so good.
Yeah, it's okay. So there we go. He's gone. So just follow your ambitions. That will make you even more happier than whatever this shit is. Because this place is a fucking hug box. A bunch of people will leech off other people's popularity. Literally, that's how this whole community got started off with. They saw a fucking topic that they can leech off of, like Splatoon Gmod SFM, and they just thrived off it. They fucking praise each other compliments without actually giving them criticism. And if you do give them criticism, they go fucking mental. That's not how a proper mindset should be. So, are you going to do what I say, or are you going to do something else? I don't mind if you do something else as long as it's helpful to your mental health.
I'm going to upload a video on my channel apologizing for everything and announcing that my channel is no longer going to...
No, you shouldn't do that, because that will just give more people, like, fucking help. People will just give you more hell for it, like TCS and all that stuff. Because that wouldn't really help. Not really delete your channel. You can leave it up if you want to, but just...
Nah, I say delete it.
Yeah, just disassociate with anything that you don't like.
I'll just turn my channel into something new.
Just do that. Like, I don't know, history.
Turn into something new.
No. Like, because that
still,
could no.
You're still gonna be the majority of your demographic and audience are still going to be people that enjoy and like Splatoon. Thus, involving yourself in the community again, something that you are trying to.
Joining a community isn't really that bad.
I mean,
it's just that this one. It's just this one in general. So, yeah. You could just rebrand you can make a new channel if you wanted. Rebrand it to some historian. You should take a break. Definitely take a break from this entire Splatoon shit.
I'm just gonna do a makeover of my channel and just privatize all my animations that I've released because I don't want to associate with the shit that I've become.
Yeah, you should do that. Disassociate yourself with the past because, you know, everyone should deserve a second chance. Unless they take that down, because if they do, then they don't deserve one. But people like you should deserve one because you recognize your mistakes and past actions. And you recognize that you should go be someone better.
I'm sorry.
No, it's...
I'm just shaking right now. I'm such a fucking asshole. I fucking let everyone down. I fucking let everyone down. I'm sorry. I didn't want to become like this. I fucking chose to ignore everyone. I didn't think of what would happen. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we get it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, God.
It's up to you that there's a moment.
I had to get someone to stop, but nothing.
Yeah, I think we get it. You should take the night off. Think about your actions.
I'm gonna just not do anything.
Just
This
think on
server is gonna be no longer mine.
who you're gonna give it to then.
I don't know who I'm gonna, but I don't get a carpet of any of the shit that I've done,
You know what? You should give it
or
to
any of the
Ryan.
people that I've let fucking down.
You should give it back to Ryan. I think he should deserve it more than anyone.
I think so too. I think Ryan deserves to have this server. I trust him. He's a good person.
Hodge Mecca.
I think he'll run it well. Everyone's right. I don't deserve
Ryan
to run
already has a server. Let's just delete this one.
No. This one's... Just give it to him. It's more of an apology gift more than anything.
This been like virtually eradicated. There's barely anybody in it.
Andy.
I'm gonna invite Ryan back. Hopefully he doesn't spew... Yeah, hopefully he doesn't spew shit.
Yeah, okay, right, so let's have a look at it this way. So we don't want to be as too hard on you. I got really fucking pissed at you earlier.
I know, I understand, and I deserve why you're pissed at me. I'm not saying I don't.
At the same time, I don't want you to do anything fucking rash, like kill yourself, for example. That's not something I want my actions to entail. Because it's just rash shit like that just ends up being selfish. You end up being more selfish, and end up ruining it for everyone. So just don't do rash shit. But as well as I think you should just.
I mean, my mother always tells me that she thinks I'm not as empathetic as I claim to be. I think she's fucking right. And she always keeps telling me, you need to take a break from this shit, but I choose not to. I don't listen. That's what happens. This is why this whole thing happened. I don't fucking listen.
Then take it as an example. Then take it as an example and actually do listen. You learn your mistakes and you should, be more empathetic.
I think we should wrap this up because this is kind of drawing on a bit long.
It's cool a bit,
I'm just gonna wrap this
I
up.
just want to say before this whole thing ends that this was an absolute fucking mistake. And I admit that I look like a pedophile.
You certainly do.
This whole thing happened because I wasn't thinking, and I refused to listen to someone who I call a really great friend. I managed to fuck it up for him, and I managed to fuck it up for everyone. I've become the very fucking thing that I banned from this server. I've become the thing that I've banned from the server for supporting. But again, I do not fucking support TCS or his girlfriend at all. But I'm becoming just like them. And I admit that.
Then why the fuck did you do in the first place?
What?
Why the fuck did you do in the first place?
What? I said why. Because I wasn't thinking I chose to disobey my
We
friends
covered this.
do it anyway. It was a fucking mistake.
He was. I just want to mention, and I want to set this as an example for the rest of the community, because I know this is going to spread, and I know my words are going to be heard right here, and this is an example of the extreme amounts of sexual deviancy that we see in this community. This is the kind of shit that happens every single day, but just gets put behind us, that gets swept under the rug, that just gets ignored.
I've become that.
And what's funny is that even people who opposed this kind of shit even falls into that category now. And I think we should not listen to that hashtag, that completely horrid hashtag, make the Splatoon community brighter. And I can say that the context they use it in is horrible, but I would also agree if making it brighter means putting light onto these situations, and I'm all for it. But at the moment, it seems like they just want to sweep everything under the rug. They want to keep it dark, which is the fucking opposite of their message. As well as the fact that this type of shit is commonplace in the community, and we just turn a blind eye. We only turn a blind. We only really start listening when this directly affects us. This is not how drama should be handled. This is the result of people doing fucked up shit in the first place. Had Jack not done this, then none of this would happen. None of this would ever happen. And like I've mentioned on our server, where there's smoke, there's fire. If someone doesn't do something fucked up in the first place, there's no need for drama. Okay? That's what everyone gets wrong. That's the sole thing that everyone.
I'm back, fellas. Sure.
They think that we are the ones that create drama, whereas we're the ones that only put light onto this drama. This is huge shit that I think we should be paying more attention to, especially with the Lewd House Heist participants. And you'll be seeing in the coming week that we have a lot more ammo up our sleeve. So just stay tuned for that. And I think, Jack, you should really just move on from this. Take a break and just disassociate yourself from this community.
I want to. I plan on doing it. I plan on changing my channel into something that I want to pursue. But I think it's
make like a history channel or some shit.
For me to
But
change
just don't
because I've
involve
already
yourself.
fucked up so many fucking people, and I don't think I'm ever gonna get my friends back or my girlfriend.
Well, to be honest, your e-dating thing wasn't real dating. You just managed to get somebody offline. That's why people like Pixarfries are so against e-dating. You're not actually using your social skills to go out there and get an actual girlfriend who likes you. You're just doing it for like the sake of having a relationship.
But the thing is, with me and Rudy, it's real because I went over the summer to Antietam National Battlefield.
No. I'm going to side with Jack on this one. It's a long distance one since they've actually met up in real life. It's not.
Yeah, we met up in real life. She lives down south. I live in Pennsylvania, but we met up in Maryland and we had a good time together. We had our first kiss.
All right, then I take back what I said. If you want to get back,
real, I guess you could say.
No, I know. I don't think that's savable, honestly. What you done is like.
But the whole thing is, I think it's too late for me to change because I'm never going to be forgiven.
I think we should leave
all you can do is just try and apologize to Rudy. That's all you can pretty much do. You know,
apologize.
That's all you can do at this point.
Listen. I think you should, instead of pushing and pressuring Rudy into something let her make the decision herself. Don't try and influence her. Don't get other people to influence her. This is her decision. This is her decision, and her decision only. If she breaks up with you, that's the consequence of doing this type of shit. You can't just do this type of shit and just get away with it.
I know, but I didn't think of the consequences, and I chose to get away with it anyway.
And that's what I said. Just apologize for your actions. If you keep on going on about it, you'll feel worse for yourself. Just stop going on about it and actually move forward with your life. Do something more productive, like the YouTube channel thing, or like study harder. Have bigger ambitions in life.
I'll announce that I'm quitting animating on YouTube, and I'll change my channel to maybe some history content. I don't know. But I think it's too late for me to change and revert the damage that I've done, because now I have people like Ryan and Scott and all my other friends who won't forgive me for this. So I think I should just leave.
Don't have that mindset. I believe that everyone should have a second chance. If Ryan and people like Scott,
I don't think I deserve a second chance because I've become
don't have that mindset. Don't have that mindset. That's not how you like.
Don't fucking put yourself down, man. You're making me sad over here.
Yeah, don't do that. That's how you. That's how you don't get good at life.
Speak quickly. Okay, right. I understand that we all may feel sympathetic towards Jack, but we also have to remember that we have to be, harder in these types of things. Is that we can't just forgive him. There has to be repercussions for these types of actions. Although we may sympathise with him, what he has done.
I'm just blindly asking for forgiveness. I know I'm never going to get forgiveness.
And
you may believe that, but if somebody people should deserve a second chance.
Right away. We should wait until Jack changes. Wait until maybe he changes for the better. See if we can actually see a noticeable difference in his behaviour. Maybe he strayed away from the sexual deviancy and other fucked up shit, and maybe he's become a better person. But until then, I think we shouldn't just forgive him immediately. We shouldn't do what we did with fucking Ellie Godello. We shouldn't do what we did with TCS. We shouldn't do what we do with fucking Geoff Craze. All of these people have been forgiven time and time again, and I think it's time to fucking stop with this shit.
So that's what.
2 strikes and you're out.
Yeah, that's what I keep on saying. Just prove your apology for your actions. Like, you shouldn't really put yourself down like that. That's not how you get better as a person. If you keep on having that constant mindset saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna get forgiven" or stuff like that, that's not how you improve. If you think about how, "Oh, I messed this up, how can I improve?" That's how you get better as a person in life. But that's what, for example, like TCS, they don't do that. That's how they got like really down in the bottom of the pit.
Learn from.
Oh, what the fuck? Check.
Was all my.
Hold on. Quickly, Kieran, I need to speak.
Yeah, just wait a sec. Don't leave the chat. I've got some things to do.
No, just I'm just gonna test. What the fuck? Look in, team chat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What? Right, so anyways, I think you should just take a day off to think about it. Remember, positive thoughts equals a positive mindset. Oh no, why?
I don't think there is any positivity that's coming up for me yet. No, just let me explain. Let me explain why I'm thinking this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have, time and time again, said that I condemn these stupid and disgusting acts that these big people do. And yet here I am, mistakenly and stupidly copying them. I've become them, the people that I hate.
You've become Donald Trump.
And what I'm trying to say is, even though you're saying, "Oh, don't worry, Jack, people might forgive you," no, I don't fucking deserve forgiveness. I fucking let my best friend Ryan down. I don't deserve support. I don't deserve forgiveness.
Okay. Wait, Jack. Let
I
Jack.
don't deserve forgiveness from anybody. That's what I'm trying to say.
Jack, shut the fuck up, my man.
And this is gonna spread like wildfire, and it's only gonna make it worse.
Jack. Let people speak.
Jack,
What my boy doing?
Yeah, here's my advice. Maybe take like a break from like the internet for like a week. Like clear your head, go out, do some shit. You know, don't and maybe lay off the like play. It's like everyone I know who does like ERP ends up becoming like a fucking pedo. So maybe don't do that. You know, like every time I find someone ERPing, it's with some like 12-year-old little like girl, and they're like 20. But my man, like
Jesse, say hi.
Yeah, my man, like you fucked up. You fucked up bad. And I have a friend who was in like a similar situation, right? That he wasn't a pedo, but like he fucked up bad. He cheated. It was really nasty, but like he was sorry and he put in the work to not, do that again. And if you put in the work to not fucking like, jerk your weenie over like 14-year-old little girls and like cheat on people, then maybe you'll learn to like forgive yourself, Like, but again,
I didn't have any pedophilic intent. Throughout this entire thing, it was all just because I chose to ignore people.
I want to get something straight here, and this is a very common misconception. Is that paedophilia isn't something that is against the law. It's actually a mental illness, and this is a huge misconception. Paedophilia isn't against the law. Well, it kind of is, but paedophilia itself isn't against the law. It's a mental illness.
Hold on.
You can be a paedophile whilst not breaking the law, and you only break the law once you start being like over 18 and having ERPs.
No, in America.
Just back up. Everyone, back up. Jack, did you know how old the girl was when you were doing this, or what?
Jack was 17, she was 14, so technically it's okay.
Okay, so yeah, again,
a week before he turns 18.
Technically, in the eyes of the law, yeah, that's okay. But obviously, like, the reason why the law was put in place is so shit, like, that doesn't happen. And I'm just saying, like, I understand, man, but you always gotta check their age. You gotta be careful. You gotta realize, like, even if they're like, oh, like, I'm 14, I'm horny, like, they're young. And it's bad to take advantage of, like, young kids like that. Like, you...
No, but I fell under influence.
I know, and I understand, man.
That's my mistake.
Yeah, and again, dude, you fucked up. Like, no one's saying, like, you're fine.
I know I did.
But I'm just saying, dude, you really... My best advice is just to leave and get off Discord and just clear your head, dude. Like, this isn't good. You're just gonna keep beating yourself up. Like, and this isn't gonna accomplish anything. It's not gonna make you uncut that one kid. It's not gonna make you, like, not become a pedo getting, like, yelled at. And I'm not saying you're a good guy, because frankly, I don't really know you that well, and I just heard that you're fucking, doing this shit. But I don't care, dude. You're gonna have people in life who hate you. You're gonna do bad shit. But you should work to, like, improve yourself, my man. And don't be, don't be like, Fuse and cheat on people.
Hey, Kieran.
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah, sure.
Jared.
Good shit. This is good shit.
Don't talk about it here.
Yeah, it's good shit, though.
It is. I've dug myself an even bigger hole.
You get out of it.
This is a hole I can't climb out of.
Look, you're like Donald Trump. You built a wall. Yeah, maybe your dad paid for it a bit. I don't know if there's any issues in that department, but like, look, man, as that one
follow Simo Nintendo Man on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna ban every single one of you.
As that one Russian dude said, tear down this wall. Wait, no, that was I don't know anything about history. I know I'm making a fool of myself, but the point is, tear down that wall, Jack. You fucked up. People may not like you, but you gotta move on. You gotta better yourself, my nigga. You are not my nigga, but you gotta better yourself.
Hold on, Joe. You're white, right? Why did you just say the N-word?
Shit, now I'm canceled too.
Cancel Jones!
Oh, please! Don't cancel me like that.
Get the fuck out of here,
fuck up. Matter at hand.
Okay.
This is very appropriate to the situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know Jack, so I'm sorry. I don't really care much about the situation. I gotta be honest. I'm sorry that you got cucked, my man. that hurts. I feel bad for you, my dude. Be
Yeah,
careful
just
with these
walked
fucking
in from
ERPing
school,
niggas.
and it was a pretty good day at school today, and I come back and I look at my Discord server and all these angry DMs. You're a pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Well, I mean, you did say, like, what is it, like, oh, you're a horny little girl to, like, a 14-year-old? Like,
Oh, it's not
come
really.
on, man. What do you want me to say? Like,
it's not really pedophilia because
I know it's
don't know,
not.
he's got the
But
he's got the mindset, but he hasn't really touched any kids, have he?
No, yeah, and I understand.
No, that's where
Jack.
you're wrong,
Jack
right.
isn't this like 40-year-old who like goes to like the playgrounds like, hey, you want some
I
candy?
have
Like, yeah,
really,
Jack
and
isn't
with
that
any
bad.
girl. With any girl, I have no sexual intent.
Dude, and I get that, but I'm saying is it's a slippery slope. Yeah, I'm not a pedophile. I don't want to actually fuck kids. I just want to ERP with them. But it gets worse. So what happens if you're like 30 and you're still ERPing? Like, that's not a good look, man. So I'm just saying, change that now. Nip it in the bud. You know, get rid of that now so you don't have to worry about
I'll admit that. Yeah, she opened it, and I said, okay, just it, and then but slowly I started coming.
That's the point. You should have never said okay.
No, dude, and I get that, but you have to realize she's young. She doesn't understand. You're the adult here. You need to say like, no, we can't do it.
And I said no.
But then
I
you
said that to her.
But then you kind of did it, I mean.
No, I mean after this whole thing, the whole thing with the DM one. I said, I'm 18.
Okay, and that's so you weren't technically a pedophile, but like, so you're not a pedo then, right? Okay, so we got that established. You're not a pedo. You came damn near close, but you technically are not a pedo. But I'm still saying, man, I'm glad that you're cutting off and stick to it. Do not let this happen. Cast aside those thoughts of everything about fucking 14-year-olds. Don't get into it. And like my buddy Astra says, you got to be like a circumcision. Cut out the ERPing. I don't know what that means, but you get me that.
Shut up.
And yeah, Pro Jared was innocent, so why can't you be?
Okay, right. Matter at hand. Jones, you've had your word.
Alright, me.
Jones is a homie, but like seriously here, right? Jack, you fucked up badly, and there's not much you can really do to save your reputation. And so I think it's best for you to prove your sincerity through your actions, rather than just saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and start crying. Show us through your actions. We'll give it a couple months. Okay, change the way you are. I think you should stay away from this community. Maybe transform your online identity to something more respectful than just a Splatoon Gmodder. Nothing against you. Well, I mean, I've had plenty against a lot of these people in the Splatoon Gmod community, but still, just transform your channel, transform your online identity, just turn into a different person. And just reflect on yourself, reflect on the fucked up things you've done, and move on. A lot of people are going to. I certainly resent you. A lot. Fucking Ryan resents you. I think most people in this VC fucking hates you for for the shit you've done. And despite I'm trying to be nice to you here, I'm trying to be sympathetic, and I'm trying to hear you out. I still hate you. What you've done is fucking unbelievable. Like, I'm really good friends with Ryan. I think he's a really good guy. But you've literally just cucked him so fucking hard.
I know.
Like, it's the classic. It's the classic. You cheated with my best friend. It's just so bad what you've done. I cannot really express my distaste for your actions. So I believe you should just move on. Leave this community. Transform your channel and pursue another interest other than Splatoon Gmod, because this is not working out for you, honestly.
Yeah.
Can I make a statement?
Oh no.
Okay.
This has gotten awkward very quickly.
Yeah.
Really has. God.
You just get the
Damn.
fucking asshole.
Jack, listen, I understand that. Well, we all understand that, of course. What you did was very wrong, being with a 14-year-old like that and everything. We understand that it's wrong. We also understand that you want us to forgive or something, but like, it will be hard, of course. A hard road to be normal again, but just listen. I understand that for a man like you, or even a woman, almost everyone else, will always try to risk anything to do, have some pleasure. Of course, sometimes we all feel alone, but people like us, for example, Ryan, we understand that being with a 14-year-old and doing that stuff is, of course, really wrong, and we can control ourselves for it. But right here, you weren't able for it. So, yeah, what you did is what you did, and it is wrong. But we are humans. Most of our mistakes, like killing, murder, pedophilia, etc., can be forgiven. But with some sympathy, we still can do something about it. If it was something minor, at least you can be forgiven. For this, probably, I guess.
Just do what we say. You'll probably feel
Yeah.
more happier then.
Yeah, just listen.
Just
Go
take like a
outside.
massive break. I don't care how long to do it. It's for the
Yeah.
sake of your mental health.
Go
I mean,
outside, man.
I mean,
Meet some people. I mean,
no.
just go
Khan
outside.
isn't Khan your person you know in real life? I mean, you could just hang around with him more. Be more honest with him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll forgive you. I don't know about King Ryan though. He likes to spew a lot of things.
Shut up, Kieran, you twat.
Shut up.
I'll bang you out, mate. Shut up.
Okay then.
I don't
Okay,
deserve
then.
his forgiveness.
But
Well, yeah, a
So
bunch
there's
of
your
people.
question answered right there.
Seriously.
Right, boys, I'm gonna
Well,
dip.
if
I'll
you
see
keep
you in
on
a bit.
thinking that, then you won't feel any happier.
But Jack, listen, seriously. Being too much in there can really change you, put you in a mental risk. That's why people like us always take breaks, and we care about ourselves in the outside. But for now, man, now that you did this, just please go outside, talk with your family or something when you feel bad. Talk with your mother. Don't mention anything about this. Just say something like, "I feel terrible." That stuff. Seek help. Make some new friends too if you can. Like if you still go to high school or you're going to college, make some new friends.
Okay.
And that could really help you a lot mentally.
Okay, I'll let you in on something. You know, if I was saying about how arrogant, the extreme arrogance was really bad. There was this one person who did a speech on cancel culture. She said that having a little bit of arrogance is always okay because that's how a person, makes themselves happier. As long as you know your mistakes and you can be arrogant,
Exactly.
but
It's
still
just
take a bit of people's consideration.
yeah. It's just basic. It's basic psychology, I guess.
Yeah,
But
just keep in mind, everyone deserves forgiveness if they're given it. You don't
unless
don't
it's murder.
No,
Unless it's murder.
yeah,
Okay?
don't keep on saying to yourself that you don't deserve forgiveness, or else you won't get anywhere in life.
Or
I mean,
you
I'm
will
that
get
type of person
really
sometimes. Whenever I get really down, I don't think I deserve forgiveness. But look where I'm now. I'm doing pretty okay for myself.
And listen, if like when I feel down and I did something wrong, I will always feel, of course, depressed, sad, that kind of stuff. But I still keep my head up. I never let myself down, and just remember that everyone has their own personal legend. Listen, if you want to know a little bit more about this, just search the book The Alchemist. It will give you some good advice, really. And just trust on yourself, but don't do this